Hello everybody, my name is KayWhimsy, also known as Kay, and welcome to my very first ever Sims 4 speed build, which I am super excited to be saying. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, ever since I was watching Live Simmer play The Sims 3 Generations. I've wanted to make Sims content, but I'm finally in a position in my life where I'm able to do so now, so I am super excited. A lot of what's going to be on this channel will probably be a lot of building, a lot of family home building. That's one of my very favorite things to do. And I do plan on doing some gameplay, especially when new expansions release and things like that. We can experience it together. So I am super excited for this experience. So today, our build that we're working on is what I'm calling an elevated starter home. And what I mean by elevated starter home is it kind of has a starter home look and feel to it, and I definitely could have given it the starter home budget, but I decided against that because I wanted it to seem like maybe the couple had bought a fixer-upper house and put some money into it, renovating it. So I did unfortunately use custom content in this build. I was recording it without intentions of actually posting it, but I loved the way that it turned out. So I will have a document linked in the description box for you where you can download all of the content that is in this house if you're interested in downloading it. And that's something I'm not planning on doing in the future. I do want to try to also make some base game builds coming up here, which I think would be very good for me to do because I don't normally just use the base game. I have most of the packs. So yeah, I am super excited to share my builds with you, and it'll force me to use my creative mind. If you want to look me up on the gallery, my name will be KayWhimsy, just like it's spelled on the channel here, so you can download all the builds that you'll see on the channel, as well as seeing any families I play with or anything like that. So in the actual build itself here, you can see we've switched from the outside to the inside of the house, where I cut out doing the floor plan because it was awful. I almost gave up on this build trying to figure out this floor plan and get everything to fit nicely, but I love the way it ended up turning out. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, and it all kind of fits in with the green color scheme. I was inspired by that green front door. I really loved the way it looked. So everything in the house in the main living area kind of got that green concept to it. So it is furnished for a couple or a single parent and a baby. And as you can see, the outside has like the craftsman style, and the inside is more like a modern family home type of vibe. I was really struggling with trying to figure out what color to do with the curtains, and I almost switched the color scheme up a couple times, but I ended up really loving this whole green concept and the way that it turned out. So yeah, like I said, I will have links in the description box for you to download this custom content so your house can look like mine did here. But here we are just working on the kitchen. Originally, I was going to try to do like a white kitchen and try to do a green backsplash, as you'll see me trying a few different green ones here, but I just really did not love the way that any of them looked necessarily. So I ended up switching the cabinets to green, which I'm actually doing right now. I ended up switching the kitchen to green. I thought it was going to be too much, but it actually ended up tying in perfectly, which I was super happy with. And I tried to keep the clutter pretty minimal in the kitchen since it was so small. Your Sims really wouldn't have a whole ton of counter space to work with. And then now we're picking out a little dining table, which I also struggled with picking out a dining table and chairs so hard in this build, and I don't really know why. I struggle, I guess because of the color scheme. I don't know, I really struggled with this one though. But I ended up settling on this table and chair set here. And yeah, now we are going to move into the parents' room once we get this room all painted here. A common theme in my builds that you're going to notice is I love green color schemes. Green will probably be present in a lot of my builds because green living rooms, they just do something to me. I don't know, I love them. I really struggled trying to find something to put on the wall over there, and it ended up just being blank, and it was fine in the end. I really tried to bring in a lot of colors in this build too, so as you can see, I'm trying to incorporate orange into the parents' bedroom, just to kind of switch it up and make it a little more colorful. So here we are, just picking out some wall art to go over the bed and then getting a nice little dresser area. This house is definitely really small. If you plan on playing in it and expanding the family at all, it probably will have to just last you for a short bit of time. But I do really love the way it turned out. I'm super proud of it. I really struggled with the rug because of the way that the room was shaped. I didn't even have room for side tables in the room, so it was definitely kind of a struggle to fit everything into these small rooms, but it ended up turning out alright in the end. I like how cozy and small it is. It gives you nice family vibes. And so now we are moving on to the bathroom. The bathroom is probably the most plain room in the whole house because I really just struggled finding something that I really love to put in this space. So I tried to do kind of like a modern, just a simple, clean, modern look to it. And I did include a bathtub so you can bathe the infant that you'd have in your household or any toddlers, because I know that it is very difficult sometimes when you cannot afford a bathtub, so I definitely made sure that that was priority in there. And then I did not put very much clutter in this bathroom either, simply because there wasn't enough room for it. I love a good cluttered up bathroom, but just nothing was really fitting properly in here, so we just kind of went with it. And then now we are working on the infant's nursery, which is probably my favorite part of the whole entire build. I love this little room. I love the color scheme I decided to go with, because a lot of the time I feel like for my infant's rooms, I fall into the same color scheme and I never really use green in them. So I decided to bring that green in, kind of inspired by that base game blue and green set. And I really just love how well it all ended up coming together. So we're just gonna put some little clutter and things in the room, some little toys. I really wanted to fit a baby playmat, but I did not have any room for it in the bedroom, unfortunately. So that's something I think you could add in the house if you decide you want it for your gameplay later on. But yeah, I love this custom content painting that I'm putting on the wall right now. It is from the Small collection. Oh my goodness, I use that all the time in my own personal builds. So anytime we have nurseries and gameplay, you will probably see me use that because I just absolutely love them. So now we are doing some landscaping outside in the backyard here. I tried to make it a little bit more full than the front yard, and then I'm just putting in a little monkey bars and some swing set. And that is pretty much all I did for the backyard. I kept it relatively simple, and that is all I did for the house. So now we're gonna go into some screenshots here. I really hope that you enjoyed the build, and definitely subscribe and stay tuned for more content coming in the future. I'm very excited for this journey that we're about to go on. So yeah, definitely leave some comment suggestions for some new builds. I'm always open to hearing what you guys have to say. Thank you so much for watching.